with the black pieces. These two have faced each other many, many times, and here we go.
Yeah, here we go. It's early days here. We've transposed into the Queen's Gambit declined. Magnus now takes it to the Slav defense, which is signified by these pawns especially. He's built the triangle system. These 3 pawns in the center, rock solid. The bishop on c8, not so happy about this. Blocked. That's why Magnus now pushes a pawn. He's going to fianchetto it. He's doing this every single game, putting his bishops on these long diagonals. Super consistent from Magnus Carlsen.
But so I think what sets him apart from the average player is that he will put the bishop there, but then in, 10 moves, 15 moves, that diagonal will open for him and he will be able to use it in an attack, whereas players my level might put the bishop there and just have it stare at a wall the entire game. It's it's the thought behind it to see it develop through the course of the game, I guess. That is incredible.
And he moves his pawn, Magnus Carlsen, up against Liem from Vietnam, 34 years old, a grandmaster with a FIDE rating of 27-29. He is number 21 in the world. His peak came in 2024 with a rating of 27-41. Still an incredibly good player. He has a lot to focus on, though, isn't he? He's still the head of chess or something like that at the school in St. Louis College.
That's right. At Webster University, he's the head of the chess program. He took over after Susan Polgar, which are quite some shoes to follow there. And Liam Ley, he's very popular. Like anyone who meets him, he's so respectful, so into the chess. They call him the professor because he seems to know it all. And yeah, he's got this very classical style. The Vietnamese chess school, normally they're very wild attackers, but Liam Ley, it's very kind of step by step. It's all measured, it's all well planned, all thought out. And yeah, these two, I remember them playing against each other back in 2001, 2002. So they've known each other since they were kids.
The professor also reminds me of a TV show.
X-Men, no.
No, it's Spanish.
Oh, Casa de Papel.
Thank you.
What's it called? Money Heist.
Money Heist.
Yeah.
Casa de Papel. Yes.
I could never do the pronunciation justice, but yeah.
And I, of course, highlighted Spanish because Anna is half Spanish.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of her Spanish heritage?
Well, I've learned more and more of the language because her father, Juan, doesn't speak so much English.
Ah.
So their entire family speak Spanish with each other.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes at the dinner table, it'll be like a translation between 3 different languages, between Swedish and Norwegian, and then it goes to English and then to Spanish sometimes. So it's,
wow.
It's a full, full Duolingo class sometimes at dinner.
And speaking of, father-in-law, the mother-in-law, Grandmaster Pia Crumling, what is she like?
Yeah, she loves chess. You might be able to tell, but no, really, it's... she's clearly in the place she should be, doing chess, traveling the world, playing chess as well. And I think also very proud to see Anna picking up something that has to do with chess. That has to be the best thing that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to see how they always support each other, Anna and Pia, with their chess. All right, we're following round 5 game. This is Liam Liem with the white pieces. He is better against Magnus. Much better.
Much better. And this is a case of Magnus again going for a pawn structure we've seen before, the hanging pawns. But this time, the pawns are clear targets. They can't really step forward. The squares in front are well covered. Especially this pawn in the center now is threatened. White wants to take off one of the defenders, the knight, and then win the pawn in the middle. Magnus, he might have to accept being a pawn down in some shape or form, but he needs to simplify the equation. He needs to get down to an endgame that he can maybe hold. It's just tough. It's ugly. This white queen is super strong. Combining with the bishop, queen on light squares, bishop on dark squares, Magnus in trouble.
He's up against the world Blitz champion from 2013. Liam Liem is no easy man to beat. He has scored 11 out of 11 once in his Titled Tuesday career. Is he about to beat Magnus Carlsen?
Oh, it's getting close. This is so awkward for black. Like a semi kind of pin here. This threat of bishop takes knight, just unstoppable. This pawn in the center, I think it's doomed. Magnus, low on time, about to be a pawn down. It's going to be so difficult to hold this. He retreats his knight. Eval bar keeps inching forward for white. I don't see the knockout blow. This pawn at least now is defended from multiple angles. You could even just drop the bishop back, try to replace it with the knight in the center. Black's pieces are within forking distance. There is a pawn on this side as well that could actually be eaten. And, Liam Lei doesn't choose the right one. Maybe a bit impatient there with the exchange.
Would you be worried with the black pieces there, Virtual?
I don't think I would get to this position with the black pieces against someone of this caliber, but yeah, no, I mean, a pawn is to me not the biggest deal in the world, but I'm seeing a lot of dangerous lines, like the queen is under a lot of pressure. And really, like, a good indicator for me is that black's pieces are very sandwiched on the back line. You don't feel like you can really move, you're a bit contorted, and these positions just, to me, feel really, really tough to play.
Yeah, it's like Magnus is just reacting. Like he's just trying to protect everything and kind of pray that nothing drops off. It's not the kind of position where you're exerting your will on the opponent. You're not dictating the pace of the game. You're just kind of it's like an exam. Every move is like a difficult question, and it's tough. But he's been answering the questions, Magnus. He's still worse, but he hasn't lost a pawn in the process as I thought he might. So he should be happy about that.
Magnus is now under 2 minutes on the clock. He's won Titled Tuesday 41 times. Liam Liem only 7 times, but he is really good in this format. Meanwhile, Anna Crumling, much better with the white pieces in her round 5 game.
Yeah, she is definitely the one dictating the pace in her game right now. Is trying to attack the king in the corner, but still looking for the breakthrough in her game.
Will it be 2 out of 2 for Anna? That would be cool in the Dave Cave. But for Magnus, struggling, both of these players on 4 out of 4. Right now, it looks like Liam Liem will be the one on 5 out of 5.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting a bit frustrated, Liam Lei. I've played him many, many times, and he doesn't give much away with his body language. But sometimes when he kind of blinks a bit more and looks away, he's like, I should be winning here. There should be something. And he hasn't won a pawn. This black knight, it's like the sodium attack all over again. It's just sitting on the edge of the board, but it's doing such a good job protecting this pawn. The rooks will defend the other pawn. And if these two survive in the center, Magnus could turn this around a bit later. As Liam Lei burning all his clock time now. He spent over 30 seconds on this move before finally pushing a pawn. Magnus, he's never had a better position in this game so far.
Let's hear what he says. We're turning on the sound on Magnus. He is streaming from the 2882 room.
Queen d8 maybe. Here I go knight b4.
He definitely doesn't sound that stressed.
Not anymore. Definitely a man who knows the worst has passed. And still maybe slightly worse just because these pawns are isolated.
I have equalized the game and I'm up on time.
Summing it up there, Magnus Carlsen. Liam Liem has ticked under 1 minute on the clock. Still 2 queens on this board. Likely we will see a result.
Yeah, especially as Magnus said with the clock situation. Ooh, watch out. The black knight's coming in. That looks super dangerous. Maybe he doesn't achieve too much right now. He grabs a pawn instead, and Magnus has blundered, apparently. Why has he blundered? Maybe that knight is trapped. Liam Lei not finding the best move. But now the knight comes forward. Dropping the queen back might have just won the game. Threatening to come up to the top of the board with a rook and attacking the knight. That was a missed win by Liam Lei.
Has Magnus noticed?
Magnus noticed now, yeah, for sure. He does not like what he sees.
Our knight is loose on b3 as well.
Has he noticed? Well, Liam Lei is now better in the game.
But can he untangle this?
Draw by queen. I mean, there was knight g3. But I mean...
All right. Magnus did notice he did something wrong there. What are we seeing now on the board, David?
We're seeing Magnus, again, curling up into a ball. The knight defends this all-important pawn. So again, he's avoided immediate catastrophe. And suddenly, it's much better for black. That one move, black could have slid the rook across. He's doing it again.
Ooh.
Rook takes pawn. Rook takes pawn, wins the game because there's a knight fork. Oh, he's done it in a different order. But this is still winning. Hitting the queen and threatening checkmate. It's checkmate. Magnus is going to win out of nowhere. Wow.
Yeah, and
wow.
A little bit too weak. But most of all, a little bit too slow.
I guess he's talking about Liam Lei there.